Imagine this for a moment. You're doing everything right. You're working out consistently, eating healthier than ever, pushing yourself, staying disciplined, but for some reason, your body just isn't changing the way you expected. The scale barely moves, your muscles don't grow the way you thought they would, your energy feels stuck, and sometimes you wonder if maybe something's wrong with your routine. But what if the missing piece isn't your workout and it isn't your diet? What if the real reason your fitness progress is slower than you want comes down to two things you probably overlook every single day: water and sleep? And I know that sounds almost too simple, but stay with me, because once you understand how these two basic things control your energy, your fat loss, your recovery, your mood, your strength, your metabolism, and even how motivated you feel, everything about your fitness journey becomes easier. Today, we're going to talk about the truth about water, sleep, and your fitness results. The truth most people never hear, and the truth that might change your entire routine starting tonight. Now, let me ask you something. When was the last time you really paid attention to how much water you drink? Not in theory, not thinking, yeah, I drink enough, but genuinely tracked it. Because here's the wild part. Most people walk around mildly dehydrated every single day without even realizing it. And dehydration isn't just feeling thirsty. Thirst is the last warning signal. Before you even feel thirsty, your body is already slowing down in ways you can't see. Your blood becomes a little thicker, your muscles become a little weaker, your joints become a little stiffer, your brain becomes a little foggier, your metabolism becomes a little slower, and all of these tiny changes stack up, especially when you're trying to get fit. You know that feeling when you're halfway through a workout and suddenly everything feels harder than usual? The weights feel heavier, the reps feel longer, the cardio feels like torture? A lot of the time, that's dehydration. Water is literally the fuel delivery system of your body. Imagine trying to drive a car with clogged pipes. The engine still works, the tank still has gas, but the flow is restricted. That's your body when you're dehydrated. Everything technically works, but everything works harder. And when everything works harder, you get tired faster. You burn fewer calories. You build less muscle. You recover more slowly. And the craziest part? Even being just 1% dehydrated, just 1%, can affect your performance, your mood, your focus, and your ability to push yourself in the gym. Think about what that means. If you're trying to lose fat, but you're dehydrated, your body can't burn fat as efficiently because water is required for the metabolic process that actually breaks down fat cells. If you're trying to build muscle, but you're dehydrated, your muscles can't contract at full strength, and your recovery gets slower. If you want good skin, good energy, better digestion, better concentration, water affects all of that. But here's the big question. How much water do you need? And I'm not going to give you some complicated formula. The truth is simple. Most people need more than they're drinking right now. And you can usually tell by looking at your routines. Do you wake up tired? Do you get headaches? Do you feel hungry even when you just ate? Do you feel sluggish during workouts? Do you feel bloated? All of these are often hydration problems disguised as other issues. And let me say this clearly, your body is not designed to run on coffee, soda, tea, energy drinks, or juices. These things can be part of your life, sure, but they don't replace water. Your body understands one language when it comes to hydration: water. Pure water. And until your body gets enough of it, nothing else works the way it should. Let's talk about something most people don't realize. When you're dehydrated, your body actually holds on to water. You retain water. You feel puffy, swollen, bloated, and you might even gain a little weight on the scale. So here's the irony. Drinking more water helps you look less bloated. Drinking more water helps you flush out sodium, reduce water retention, improve digestion, and help your body release stored fluid. Most people think bloating means they should drink less water, when the truth is the exact opposite. Your body holds on to water when it thinks you aren't giving it enough. When you stay consistently hydrated, your body relaxes, stops hoarding water, and lets everything flow naturally. So if you feel bloated, one of the first things you should check is your hydration. Now let's shift to the other part of today's truth: sleep. And I need you to really hear this. Sleep is not rest time. Sleep is repair time. This is the time when your muscles grow, when your metabolism resets, when your hormones balance, when your brain cleans itself. when your body becomes stronger, healthier, and more capable. Most people think fitness transformation happens in the gym, but the gym just creates the damage. Sleep repairs it. And without that repair, you don't grow, you don't lose fat efficiently, you don't recover well, and you definitely don't perform at your best. Think about a phone. If you never let the battery charge fully, the phone might still work, but it drains faster, freezes more often, overloads, and eventually it can't handle even simple tasks. That's your body on poor sleep. And this isn't about sleeping forever. It's about sleeping enough and sleeping well. When you don't sleep enough, your hunger hormones go out of balance. Ghrelin, the hormone that makes you feel hungry, goes up. Leptin, the hormone that makes you feel full, goes down. So you crave more food, especially sugary food, salty food, and high-carb food. And the worst part? You feel less satisfied when you eat. That's why on days after poor sleep, you want snacks constantly. It's why you feel hungrier even when you ate plenty. It's why sticking to a diet feels impossible when you're tired. But there's another hidden side to sleep that most people never hear. When you sleep poorly, your cortisol goes up. Cortisol is a stress hormone. It's not your enemy. Your body needs it. But when it stays elevated because you're tired, stressed, or overstimulated late at night, it becomes a problem. High cortisol makes it harder for your body to burn fat, especially belly fat. It makes your body store more fat. It makes you feel anxious, irritated, emotional, and unfocused. And in your workouts, high cortisol makes recovery slower and injuries more likely. So even if you train hard and eat well, poor sleep can sabotage your results without you realizing it. Now let's talk about something really important. You know those nights when you scroll on your phone for just 5 more minutes and suddenly 45 minutes disappear? You think you're relaxing, but your brain isn't. The blue light keeps your mind awake. The stimulation raises cortisol. The constant content overwhelms your senses. And then you wonder why you're lying in bed staring at the ceiling. Falling asleep becomes harder, staying asleep becomes harder, and your sleep quality drops even if you sleep the same number of hours. And it's not your fault. Everything around us is designed to keep us mentally stimulated. But your body wasn't designed for constant stimulation. It was designed for cycles: light, dark, wake, rest. When you break that rhythm, your sleep suffers. And when your sleep suffers, everything suffers. Let's come back to fitness. Here's the truth. Water and sleep are just as important as your workouts, maybe even more important. You can go a week without training and still be fine, but you can't go a week without sleeping or drinking enough water. Your body will shut down. So why don't we treat these things like part of our fitness routine? Why don't we prioritize them the same way we prioritize reps and sets? Because most people think fitness is just exercise. But fitness is everything your body does, day and night, to support your physical goals. Your hydration supports your muscles. Your sleep supports your hormones. Your water intake supports your metabolism. Your rest supports your recovery. And when these things are in place, your workouts become easier, your fat loss becomes faster, your energy becomes more stable, and your overall health becomes stronger. Now, imagine this. Imagine waking up with real energy, not the "I need coffee first" kind of energy. Imagine training without feeling drained. Imagine losing fat without constantly feeling hungry. Imagine building muscle faster. Imagine seeing results that finally match the effort you're putting in. That's what happens when you take water and sleep seriously. And it's not complicated. You don't need fancy supplements, expensive equipment, or extreme discipline. You just need consistency. Let me tell you how powerful sleep is for muscle growth. When you lift weights, you're creating tiny tears in your muscle fibers. That soreness you feel? That's the micro damage. But your body repairs those fibers at night using protein, amino acids, hormones, and natural growth processes to rebuild them stronger. This is why you might work out hard but see no muscle growth, because the growth doesn't happen in the gym. It happens in your sleep. Your body releases growth hormone at night, especially during deep sleep. Growth hormone is one of the key drivers of muscle repair, fat metabolism, tissue regeneration, and overall recovery. If you don't get enough deep sleep, your growth hormone levels drop. So you might be training like an athlete, but recovering like someone who barely sleeps, and that mismatch slows everything down. Let's talk about fat loss for a moment. Did you know your body burns a surprising amount of calories while you sleep? Not because you're moving, but because your internal systems are busy. Your brain is cleaning itself, your organs are processing nutrients, your body is repairing tissues, and your metabolism is working quietly in the background. Poor sleep disrupts all of these processes. Your insulin sensitivity drops, making it harder to process carbs. Your appetite increases. Your cravings intensify. Your willpower weakens. And even if you're eating the same number of calories, your body stores more fat simply because your sleep is inconsistent. This is why some people plateau in their weight loss, even though they're doing everything right. They underestimate the impact of sleep. But we haven't talked about the most underrated part of sleep yet, your mind. Your mental state affects your fitness more than you think. It affects your discipline, your motivation, your stress levels, your consistency, your workout intensity, your food choices, your emotional eating, your ability to stick to long-term routines, all of it. When you sleep better, you think better, you make better choices, you feel more confident, you're more patient with yourself, you're more resilient, you're less frustrated, you're less stressed. These emotional shifts directly affect your fitness journey because fitness is never just physical, it's mental. And the brain needs sleep the same way your muscles need rest. Now let's combine everything we've talked about, water, sleep, and fitness, and put it into one simple truth. If you want your body to transform, you have to give it what it needs behind the scenes, not just in the gym. Your workouts are like planting seeds. Your water is like the soil. Your sleep is like the sunlight. Without all three, nothing grows. And your body is exactly the same way. When you hydrate well, everything inside you works efficiently. Your blood flows better, your digestion improves, your joints stay lubricated, your muscles function smoothly, your brain fires faster. When you sleep well, your hormones stay balanced, your recovery accelerates, your appetite regulates, your stress drops, your metabolism improves, and when both of these things are in place, your workouts become far more effective. You burn more fat, build more muscle, perform better, and feel better. Think about the mornings when you wake up dehydrated. Your mouth is dry, your eyes feel tired, your body feels heavy. That heaviness isn't just tiredness, it's a sign your cells need water. And when you start your day by drinking water, you're not just quenching thirst, you're restarting your entire system. Your metabolism wakes up, your digestion kicks in, your brain gets clearer, your blood thins out so oxygen can move faster. Even your skin looks better. One of the simplest things you can do for your fitness journey is to drink water first thing in the morning. I'm not telling you to drink a gallon. Start with a glass. Build the habit. Your body will thank you. Let's talk about nighttime. The hours before you sleep are some of the most important hours of your day. These hours decide whether your night is restorative or restless. If you spend your nights scrolling endlessly, eating heavy meals late, drinking caffeine, or keeping your mind overstimulated, your sleep quality drops. You might still sleep 7 hours, but your sleep is shallow, and shallow sleep is almost as bad as sleeping too little. Deep sleep and REM sleep are where the magic happens. That's where your body rebuilds, repairs, regenerates, and strengthens. That's where your brain processes emotions, builds memories, stabilizes mood, and resets for the next day. If you want better fitness results, you have to protect your sleep the same way you protect your workout routine. Picture your fitness goals right now. Maybe you want to lose weight. Maybe you want to build muscle. Maybe you want more energy, better endurance, better digestion, or a healthier lifestyle. Whatever your goal is, water and sleep are the foundation. You can have the best workout plan in the world, but if you're not sleeping well, you will hit a plateau. You can follow a perfect diet, but if you're dehydrated, your digestion and metabolism will slow down. These things aren't optional, they're essential. And the good news? They're completely free. You don't need a gym membership for water, you don't need special equipment for sleep, all you need is awareness and consistency. Let me share something interesting. When people start drinking more water, one of the first things they notice is increased energy, and this happens fast, sometimes in just a few days. They feel lighter, cleaner, sharper. Their hunger becomes more controlled, their skin looks brighter, their digestion improves, their workouts feel easier, and they often say, "I didn't realize how dehydrated I was." The same thing happens with sleep. Give your body even 1 week of better sleep and you'll feel a difference in your mood, your cravings, your energy, and your strength. Your fitness journey suddenly becomes less of a fight and more of a flow. You start enjoying it instead of forcing it, and that's how you create long-term, sustainable results. Let's talk about another hidden benefit of water. When you drink enough water, your joints stay lubricated. That means fewer aches, fewer pains, fewer tight spots, and fewer injuries. Most people think joint pain is just age or weakness. A lot of the time, it's dehydration. Your joints depend on fluid to move smoothly. When you're dehydrated, that cushioning becomes thinner, so movements that should feel easy feel stiff or painful. This makes you less likely to enjoy your workouts, less likely to train consistently, and more likely to develop injuries. Simply staying hydrated can dramatically reduce this issue. Here's another thing most people never think about. Your brain is 75% water. When you're dehydrated, your brain literally shrinks slightly, just enough to affect your thinking, your mood, your focus, and your stress. That brain fog you feel sometimes, that lack of motivation, that irritation, a lot of it can be hydration related. And improving hydration improves mental clarity, which improves discipline, which improves fitness consistency. It's all connected. Now let's talk about cravings, because this is one of the most misunderstood parts of fitness. A lot of cravings aren't actually hunger, they're dehydration signals. When your body needs water, it sometimes sends hunger signals instead, because the same area of your brain controls both thirst and hunger. So you might think you need food, when what you really need is water. Drinking water before meals helps you eat more mindfully, reduces unnecessary snacking, and even improves digestion once you do eat. People who drink enough water naturally eat better without trying. They don't crave junk as often because their body isn't confused about what it needs. Now let's tie sleep back into this. When you sleep well, your cravings drop dramatically. Your hunger signals become more accurate, your willpower strengthens, your decision-making improves. Ever notice how on days you're tired, your food choices are worse, your workouts feel harder, your motivation disappears? That's not weakness, that's biology. Your body struggles to function when sleep is low, so it sends you signals to get quick energy, usually sugar or processed carbs. But when you sleep well, those signals calm down. You naturally gravitate toward healthier choices, you feel fuller with less food, and you're more in control. This is why sleep is one of the most powerful fat loss tools that people ignore. Let's talk a little about mindset, because your mindset affects your transformation more than any workout routine ever could. When you're dehydrated, your mood is unstable. When you're sleep deprived, your stress increases. When your stress increases, your consistency drops. You get overwhelmed easier, you quit faster, you feel discouraged sooner. And you start telling yourself stories like, "Nothing works for me," or "I have slow metabolism," or "Maybe I'll try again next month." But what if the problem isn't your effort? What if the problem isn't your motivation? What if the problem is simply that your brain and body aren't getting what they need to support you? When you nourish your body with water and restful sleep, your mind becomes stronger, clearer, and more disciplined. You feel more capable. And that mindset alone can change your entire fitness journey. Let me paint a picture. Imagine two people doing the exact same workout plan and eating the exact same meals. One drinks enough water and sleeps well. The other stays dehydrated and sleeps inconsistently. After 30 days, their results will be completely different. The hydrated, well-rested person will have better energy, better performance, more muscle gain, more fat loss, better digestion, better mood, and stronger discipline. The dehydrated, sleep-deprived person will struggle with cravings, feel exhausted, plateau faster, experience more stress, and won't see results that match their effort. Same workouts, same diet, different foundations. That's how powerful water and sleep are. Now let's talk about recovery. You know those days after a workout when you feel sore? That soreness should last a day or two, not a whole week. When soreness sticks around too long, it's often a sign your body isn't recovering well. Water helps flush out metabolic waste from your muscles, helps nutrient transportation, and helps reduce inflammation. Sleep repairs the damage and rebuilds the tissue. If you're constantly sore, constantly tired, constantly heavy, constantly stiff, Hydration and sleep are the first things you should adjust, not your workout routine. And here's something I want you to really remember. Transformation is not just about pushing harder. It's about supporting your body better. You can't force results. You have to create the environment where results happen naturally. And that environment comes from water, sleep, nutrition, movement, and mindset, working together, not fighting each other. Now let me talk to you directly. I want you to think about your own habits. Are you drinking water throughout the day? Or do you go hours without it? Are you sleeping enough? Or do you keep sacrificing sleep because you think you can handle it? Are you waking up tired? Do you feel groggy after lunch? Do you crash in the afternoon? Do you rely on caffeine to feel normal? Do you feel hungry all the time? Do you feel stressed easily? Do you lose motivation fast? These aren't personality flaws. These aren't signs of low willpower. These are signs your body is asking for water and asking for rest. You wouldn't expect your phone to run all day on 20% battery, but you expect yourself to do it. You wouldn't expect your car to run efficiently without oil, but you expect your body to perform without water. You wouldn't expect your house to stay clean without maintenance, but you expect your brain to function without sleep. And when you really think about it, it doesn't make sense. We take better care of our devices than we take care of our bodies sometimes. But today is your reminder that your body deserves that same care. Your fitness goals deserve that same support. Now let me take this deeper. Imagine if for the next 7 days you focused on 2 things: drinking more water and protecting your sleep. Not perfect, not extreme, just intentional. Imagine you start your day with water. You drink water before meals. You carry water with you. You reduce your screen time before bed. You dim the lights, calm your mind, and let your body unwind naturally. Imagine how much better you would feel in just 1 week. Imagine your energy. Imagine your focus. Imagine your mood. Imagine your workouts. Imagine your cravings. Everything would shift. And once you feel that shift, you won't want to go back, because your body will finally show you how good it can feel. Now, I'm going to tell you something important. Your body is not the enemy. It's not against you. It's not trying to make life hard. Your body wants to be healthy. It wants to have energy. It wants to recover. It wants to lose fat. It wants to build muscle. It wants to function at its best. But it needs the conditions to do that. And when you give your body water and sleep, you create those conditions. Let's talk about consistency for a moment, because that's where most people struggle. People think consistency means discipline, but actually consistency means making things easier for your body. When your body feels good, consistency becomes natural. When your body feels tired, stressed, dehydrated, or overwhelmed, consistency becomes impossible. You don't need more motivation. You need more support. You need more hydration. You need more rest. And when those things fall into place, your motivation rises on its own. As you're listening to this, I want you to think about your future self, the version of you that is stronger, fitter, healthier, more confident, more energized. That version of you is not created by one perfect workout. It's created by daily habits, small, simple, powerful habits like water and sleep. These habits are the quiet foundation behind every visible transformation. And once you fix the foundation, everything above it becomes easier. So here's what I want you to take from this. Water and sleep are not extras. They're not optional. They're not things you fix later. They are the core of your fitness journey. They are the truth behind your energy, your strength, your fat loss, your mood, your discipline, your hormones, your recovery, and your results. If you want real transformation, you have to respect them. You have to prioritize them. You have to treat them like part of your routine, not an afterthought. And when you do that, your body will reward you in more ways than you can imagine. Now take a deep breath. This is your reminder that your fitness journey doesn't have to feel like a battle. It can feel like alignment. It can feel like flow. It can feel like taking care of yourself instead of punishing yourself. Drink more water, sleep better, move your body, eat mindfully, and watch how everything changes. You deserve to feel your best. You deserve energy. You deserve strength. You deserve confidence. And your journey starts with the simplest, most powerful basics: water and sleep. If you got value from this, make sure to stick around because I have so much more coming to help you transform your health, your fitness, and your mindset, one simple step at a time.